Hey everybody, welcome to another figure haul unboxing video. Today we are doing a bunch of figures from BOFURI. I actually forgot how many I have here. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 figures from BOFURI. And I think we're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to start with the big complicated figure, which I usually don't do. I usually start with something simple, but I actually don't know what to expect from this thing because this is an act mode figure model kit thing. I have no idea. Action figure and model kit. Like, I don't know what to expect from this thing. The box is way bigger than I expected it to be. It is a really big figure though, so it makes sense. But yeah, it's not quite a Figma. I mean, look at this thing. It uses 3 bases. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna actually put this thing together. I don't know what it's gonna be like out of the box. I just want to start with this thing because it's huge, and otherwise I'm gonna have to clear off like the whole table to do this at the end if I do this in my normal format. So let's just get this open and see what the heck is going on with this thing, because I actually don't know what to expect. This is the first figure that's like this that I've gotten. It is probably going to be really cool. Okay, so first thing that I'm noticing here is we got 2 boxes and then a blister. So that's definitely different than anything else that I've opened before. Yeah, I'm assuming the blister has Maple. So she is like a Figma. I'll show her in a second. I have to get everything else out of here. Let's get these other boxes out first. Try not to whack the camera as I do this. Okay, so we got these 2 black boxes in there. And then this blister that has Maple in it. So this is essentially just a Figma with, I guess it's like a deluxe Figma. It's got the big hexagonal base, and it's got multiple of them because this thing requires multiple bases. I thought they were going to be more like the regular Figma bases. Let me see if I have one. Yeah, right here. I thought they were going to be more like this, but no, they're all, looks like all of them are the large hexagonal ones, like the one that came with Bondred. So that's interesting. We can at least get her open. Let's see what's in these black boxes first. Some tape on these. Let me get this open. By the way, sorry if I burp a little bit in this video. I'm drinking Asahi tonight, and I usually don't drink that much, but tonight I'm having some beer. And it's going to make me burp a little bit. Okay, so here, this is a model kit, for sure. Let's get a, okay, yeah, this is not happening on video without me editing, and I'm not going to edit, so we'll just show off some of this. But this is a full model kit. And I have to cut this apart and possibly glue it. I don't know how well this is like push fit, snap fit. But that is a lot of parts, and we have a second box like that. Now luckily, I am used to that. I will open this just for the sake of showing it off on camera, but it's going to be the same stuff, I'm sure. And then let me say what I was going to say. Yeah, it's the same stuff. This is just a big model kit. I'm not going to put this together on video. These back in the box. I'll show off the instructions, though, before we get Maple together. So let me get this open and talk about. Luckily, this is actually my forte because I play 40k. I've been playing Warhammer 40k for a long time. And so I've been doing miniature models. So this is definitely something I'm used to dealing with. This is going to be no issue for me. And I'll probably end up painting this thing somewhat. Or at least adding some shading or something to it. Yeah. So you can see by the picture, some of it's like red plastic, the rest of it's that gray plastic. So it should look pretty good without paint on it. I may give it a wash. Let's take a look at how bad this thing is to put together. If I can expand this without knocking over my light. Okay. You can pause the video if you want to get an idea of the process. Just kind of show off all the steps in case anybody's interested. Honestly, from doing miniatures, this doesn't look too involved for such a large figure. So this shouldn't be too bad to get together, and I'm assuming you don't really need to glue it. Although I probably will, depending on how tightly things fit together. We'll have to see when I start building it, but in any case, also it's got this metal piece. I'm not sure what that's for, but I think it's a screw. Yeah, it's actually a screw and a nut. So, it's interesting. Just a single screw and a nut and a little baggie. But we will figure that out off camera when I get to putting this together. Here's Maple. I'll put her together, but I was going to show off, because I haven't shown these off on camera yet. This is one of my 40K miniatures, my Warpsmith. See if I can get the light on him a little better. I painted him a little bit dark. I've been meaning to go over him with a little bit brighter color, but I think he turned out pretty good. I don't have too many fully, done figures. A lot of mine are almost done, but not quite. So, yeah. For anybody who doesn't know, these come on a sprue like this, unpainted. You gotta cut out all the pieces, glue it together, and paint it yourself, and then do up the base and paint that too. So, I think I did an okay job. Definitely not the best. If you look up some other people's paint jobs, they're kind of nuts, but it's pretty good. I'm pretty satisfied. It just needs to be brightened up a little bit. And that's a reason why I have this matte. Get my light in a way where it's not going to fall. There we go. I see a lot of people in the modeling community with mats like this, so I've been meaning to get one for a while, and I honestly did not know even what it's for. It's for cutting fabric. So it's for laying out fabric and cutting straight lines on fabric, but it works great for modeling too. I can see why people have these. I just never even knew what they were or where to get them. Now that I've got a 3D printer on order, having a mat like this is going to be pretty handy, so I figured I'd pick one up. And so I finally figured out what it was, and went over to Michael's and got one. This Maple figure is really nice. I definitely like this. For how expensive this kit is, it's definitely not worth buying just for the little Maple figure, but I do like it a lot. Oh, there goes my light. Ah, I see. It's a big ball joint. It's difficult to remove. The rest of the plastic here is just kind of wedged in between the armor pieces. I don't need to remove anything to get it, but it's kind of caught on the corner here. Let's see if I can get this off. It's being stubborn. Come on. The first one was so easy, and then this one just does not want to cooperate. Okay, the other one must have torn because it's actually on a ball joint. There we go. That explains it. These are on ball joints. Slide that in. So these are actually on separate joints. Definitely a lot of articulation going on here. This is kind of crazy. everything has its own little ball joint. These have their own joints. Oh my god, that joint is a real pain. This actually comes off too. There's a peg on her back. I'm going to put that back on after I get this back together because that joint is awful. This is really, really tough to put back together. There we go. Yeah, definitely recommend just taking all that stuff off if you get one of those. Now where did that other shoulder piece go that popped off? I had another piece that popped off and I have no idea where it went. Oh, well, might have to find that later if I don't see it. Oh well. Yeah, this is that piece, so should be another. Oh, you know what? It's not a shoulder piece, it's this piece. So that is on there. Not missing anything. Hooray. Oh. Let's see here. I think a piece actually broke off somehow when that happened. So I do need to find something, so might have to move on from this kit for now because a tiny piece broke off. Let me see if I can show what happened. I think it was on here, yeah. So I'm gonna have to track that down and reattach that. Let's get the light. So definitely worth noting. Oh, you know what? I see it now. I just needed the light on it. I thought this piece broke off. Yeah, okay. It's still on there. Never mind. We are good. Okay, that's how it goes. For some reason, I thought this one was attached on the side. Okay. Yeah, it didn't feel super fragile. This is made of a pretty flexible plastic. So I was surprised. It did not break. And then this piece, I believe, just kind of holds there. There's like, yeah, there's like tiny little holes. Let's see if I can get this to focus. There's tiny little holes right there that just kind of fit into place, but it's pretty loose. This comes off relatively easily. So if you try to do any sort of really dynamic poses, that'll probably pop off pretty easily. Okay, there's that. There's Maple. I think for now I can work with just a single stem. Get one of these out, and I will show one of the bases, because this is a slightly different base than the Figma Deluxe base. Pretty similar, but the holes are more like, it's like a Nendoroid base. Let me see, do I have a, yeah, I have a regular Nendoroid base. It's almost like a Nendoroid base, but then with the extra space around it for stabilization. Whereas the Figma hexagonal base was more like just 3 of these holes around the sides. But I think if this fits, I can get away with one of these other bases that I have. Let's see if this fits. Yeah, it does. I can just use one of these small bases for now. I think maybe she comes with a separate base entirely, because this is way too tall. This is definitely just for the mech. So, let's see, does she come with another base? Or another arm that's shorter, maybe? No, interesting. I am not seeing an arm for her at all, so I may have to actually use one of my spare arms here for now. Some stuff fall. Where is a spare arm? I should have one. Where did all of my spare arms go? Support arms. Hello? I had a bunch of spare support arms laying around. Here's one. Found it. Let's see if this fits. Maybe just barely. Yep. Cool. Should be able to make this work. Yep. I knew this one was going to be an adventure, but it's not turning out exactly how I expected. Let's get her other stuff. So, other hands, just like a Figma. Some other pieces here. She's got her big shield. She's got, this is the head that, focus please. Stop bouncing around. There we go. That's the head that you would put on for the Machine God mode once you get that big ass thing assembled. And she's also got this face, which is pretty great. I do like that a lot. But I think for now that's probably good enough. Let's see. I can get her shield in her hand real quick. Which one of these is meant to hold the shield is the question. I'm guessing this one. I don't know, does she hold it in her right hand or her left hand? I'm actually not entirely sure. I think it's left hand. I can check the Nendoroid box, actually. It's got a picture of her with her shield. Yeah, she holds it in her left hand. Wrist joint doesn't seem too stubborn compared to some of the Figmas that I've done. That was pretty easy. See if I can get this in her hand, though. It keeps slipping out for some reason. Why don't you want to go in there? There we go. Her hand wants to come off, so... Alright. So we can at least get Maple with her shield for now. And then if I get more BOFURI figures in the future, we do another BOFURI unboxing, we'll revisit this one with the whole mech setup. But that is going to take a little while, and just this whole segment of the video has gone on for way too long. But overall, nice figure. Just going to be a lot of work getting it together. Alright, let's move on here. Just move some stuff out of the way. And I guess let's do something quick, and then we'll move on to the Nendoroids, and then we'll do the last two figures, because I got two scales. So this is a Corful prize figure of Maple with the wool outfit. I forgot exactly. It's been a while since I saw the show, but I remember this episode was pretty good, and all of the outfits that were made with the materials that they gathered were adorable. So when I saw this figure existed, I was like, yeah, gotta have that, because this outfit's just, like, the cutest thing. I love it. I wish they would do them for all of the wool outfits, sheep outfits. I don't remember exactly what it was. There's more tape on this box that I did not see. So far, I think they've only done Maple, unless I've missed one. I mean, it's literally just a reference to one episode, so I understand why they would only do the one, but come on, it's a prize figure. I don't know what the development cost on these is compared to, like, a scale figure, but... This one's nice. This feels like a scale. Is this really a prize figure? I think this... Is this the first Corful that I've opened? I think it might be. I have some others that I need to open, but I think this is the first Corful figure that I've... This is really... Wow. I mean, I gotta get it fully out to really judge it, but from what I'm feeling, this is really nice. Here's the base. It's a pretty cute base. I will say, I don't like text on bases in general. Can we just, like, leave the text off? Even Japanese text, it's like, bothers me a little bit less, but I'd still rather there just be no text on the base at all. Yeah, maybe like if you have a base that's kind of raised and you do some text along the edge or something, but when it's right on the front like this, this isn't too egregious and it's a prize figure, but in general, not a fan of text on bases. Excuse me. Wow, that's got weight to it. That does not feel like a prize figure. That feels like a scale. That's kind of incredible. I think the only part of this figure that feels maybe a little bit cheap is this plastic here. The plastic here on the legs, that feels like a prize figure. Everything else, yeah, even all of this plastic here, the other exposed skin, that feels more like scale quality, and then all of the clothing. Okay, so that's really flexible, like scary flexible. So there's definitely some prize quality stuff going on here, but it doesn't look prize quality, and you really gotta like start messing with it to feel which spots. This is incredible. This is a really, really good figure. I'm impressed. I am super impressed by this. I did not expect it to be this good. Yeah, you're a fan of this show, get this figure. Like, 100% get this one. That's totally worth having. Wow. I'm impressed. Alright. Got on long enough. That was at least a somewhat quick one. Let's get these Nendoroids open. Ooh, her box is stubborn. Alright. She comes with a lot of stuff, so I'll leave that in there. I'm going to try to do this somewhat quickly, but this video is going to end up being really long. And her faces are coming out. Alright, show off the faces first. Let's get those out of the way. So there's her extra faces. They're both pretty good. Here's Sally. Get the plastic off her. See if I can do this quickly off camera. Of course, she's got it on her arms, so I gotta actually remove her arms. It's on like a cape. She's got plastic wearing it like a cape. Alright. Get that off, and just one more little bit. If I can not whack the camera. Trying to remove the lower body and the legs are coming off. Typical. There we go. Put her back together. The neck joint wants to cooperate. Alright. There's Sally. She's got her pet that I don't remember the name of. I definitely remember Maples. This one I do not. That's a cute little fox. Maple's turtle is definitely the better pet. There's her weapons. Definitely give her later on. Looks like this is a face mask. You can put this on her face, I believe. Probably goes, yeah, on neck joint goes through there, and then this goes up around the face. And that's it for this. And here's all the extra stuff. Now, what I'm liking about this is there's no baggie. There's no tape. There's no baggie. Everything's just in a blister. Please, do this from now on. This is fantastic. It looks like she comes with something inside of her box, so we're going to have to revisit the box and pull out the inner packaging and see what's taped to that. She's got some bent legs and her holdy arms. And all I'm going to take out of this right now, if there's no tape on it, is support arm. Makes my life easy. Set that aside and let's take a look in this box. What did I miss? What is this effect? I'm actually not sure what this is. Get it out of the bag. We can take a look. I don't know what's going on here. I have no idea what this is. I think this is maybe like a speed effect or something. It's really blurry. This looks like if I just took a piece of plastic and then like some really watered down paint or ink and just kind of spilled it. So I'm not entirely sure what this is supposed to be. I'm not sure if the box shows me. I'm gonna have to look it up later. I wonder if this is what it's supposed to look like. But I honestly have no clue. Oh well. In any case, let's get her thrown on a base and move on to Maple. And grab 2 of these bases. I'm gonna need one for Maple also. That's the one that goes into the base. See how bad the hole in her back is. Is it too small? Feels too small. Slightly. Yeah, I'm going to have to force this a little bit. It's always fun when the hole is too small. All right. All right. There's Sally. Put her over there. Move on to Maple. Adjust my light slightly. A little bit better. Is your box just as bad? Nope. Much easier to open than Sally's. She also has the same thing going on. Let's check her inner packaging. She also has an effect. This one is obvious, though. So, yeah, I'm assuming it's like Sally's speed effect, but it just looks kind of weird. This one is very obvious, though. If you've seen the show, you know what that is. So that's pretty awesome. Very nice. That one is really cool. I probably will actually use that one for her. Same kind of thing. Base is actually in a blister, which is really nice. Same thing. Bent arms, bent legs, holdy hands. Nice amount of extra stuff. Just get the support arm out of there. Put that to the side. Show off the faces here. Pretty much identical to the Sally face. Just the eyelashes are slightly different. This Sally face I like a lot better than Maple's. She got like a scared face, whereas Maple's is just kind of intense. Man, that did not want to come off. Alright. It looks like this one actually has little fangs on it. Tiny little fangs. It's kind of cute. Actually, I take it back. I don't mind that one now. The fangs are cute. Okay. Maple is not wearing a plastic cape like Sally. And her legs don't want to just pop off really easily. So already a much better Nendoroid. And of course we got Syrup. Best boy Syrup. Let's go. Syrup is the best character in the entire show. I will die on this hill. She's, of course, got her shield. And dinky little sword. Let's actually get one of these holdy hands so she can hold her shield at least. Now this, I will say the armor of this is made out of a much more rigid plastic that I'm used to. This feels like this could actually snap, which is very, I think this is the only Nendoroid that has this type of plastic where it feels like it could actually snap. But I understand why. It's to make it look more, glossy and metallic, because most of the plastic that they use is pretty matte. But I will say that it feels a little bit lower quality. And because it's not flexible, there is more of a risk of it breaking, in my opinion. But it doesn't feel horrible. I don't think there's a ton of risk. Is this the wrong? It should be the right. I was thinking the wrist on this is bent at a very weird angle. Let's see. How does this look with the shield in her hand is the question. Doesn't even want to stay in the hand. It's kind of irritating. It brings it. Okay, like that. Okay, we can have her like that. There we go. See if I can get her base on without her shield popping out of her hand, which it probably will. Much easier than Sally. So much easier. There goes the shield, though. So she doesn't hang on to her shield very well. Here's the other base. Just cooperate with me, please, Maple. Come on. Now her legs want to bend. Come on. Come on, Maple. Work with me here. There we go. Maple Nendoroid. Very nice. Syrup. Even nicer. This will put Sally's pet over here too. I can chill. Syrup's neck Syrup's neck is posable too. It looks like. Yeah, his head is on a ball joint. Yo, let's go. That is awesome. His head is actually on a ball joint. Syrup is the greatest. All right. Let's see. What do we have left? Just the two scales? Just the two scales. Alrighty. We got the swimsuit figures. If I can get through this tape. Let's go. So these are just made by Katakawa. So this is directly made by Katakawa's in-house figure studio, Katie Kola. I don't know too much about them as a figure company, but I believe, if I remember correctly, the figures that I've gotten from them so far have been really good. I think their only problem is that they're a little bit expensive. blister open. These figures are great. I'm sometimes not a fan of swimsuit figures for a few reasons. Really depends on the swimsuit figure. There's been a few different reasons here and there why I haven't liked some, and I have liked others, but these I really like. Let's see, how does this come apart? She in pieces, or, okay, yeah. It looks like there's a seam here, and she can actually come apart, but it's very tight, so I'm going to be careful about wiggling this. There we go. Okay. It comes apart like that, so you can remove all this, get all this plastic off. Hopefully the AI doesn't flag me because it thinks that there's nudity going on. It's a swimsuit AI. Swimsuit, bikini, and she's got a skirt. Chill. Alright, so the skirt is entirely loose. That just kind of sits over everything. But there's Maple. We can get it to focus. And let's get the arguably the best part of the figure, the base. Especially when you have both of them out. Put the bases together. And you can honestly have a whole collection of figures with bases like this, because I've seen a ton of different figures from different manufacturers that all have this style of beach base. So you could have a whole like shrine of just this. I think I've seen a lot of them. I don't know how many there are. Maybe what I've seen is it. Let's see. I think, yeah, they're supposed to be running out into the water, so it goes like this. Goes in easily once you line it up right. And then she's going to be looking back like that. The base is really nice. This is steady. This is a translucent plastic. And then it transitions into kind of a matte, like a fogginess to look like the foam, the white. It gets clearer as it goes out. And I'm not sure, yeah, it looks like the color doesn't actually change, but because of, I think it's thickness. Yeah, the thickness makes the color appear different because it gets thinner as it gets up to the shore area and then thicker down here. So overall, really good job on the base. That looks like real water. Like, it looks really good on camera and in real life in different ways, which is kind of interesting. But in any case, these are great. Both these swimsuit figures are fantastic. Let's get Maple there, and then we'll get Sally out. I think I might like the Sally one more. I like Maple more as a character, but I think I like the Sally swimsuit figure better. She also comes in a bigger box. But I think because she still has the scarf, she's actually got like shorts. I think I like the shorts better than the skirt. I don't know. I just like her a little bit better in this pair. She's going to have some tape on the corners. And that should be it. I don't think there's any on the top. Nope. Snaps aren't too bad on that one. Yeah, I'm going to have to disassemble her. Looks like you can display her without her scarf as well, so that's also nice that you can display her in multiple ways. You could easily just display her like this. Or you can add the scarf. That's the scarf. And the base is pretty identical, just mirrored. And that's it. Let's get the base out. Get this stuff out of the way. And let's see. Looks like hers is going to be her lower body. No, okay. This plastic was actually tucked into her shorts, but it just slides. I think it's the same as Maple. Her upper body probably just wiggles off at the top. I'm going to be careful doing this because I don't want to accidentally break her. And it looks like her legs might come off. Let's be careful about this. Ah, I see. She's actually kind of a cast-off, it looks like. Let me see if that's actually intentional. Are you a cast-off? She is a cast-off. Very interesting. The shorts come off, so you can also display her in a bikini. That's actually pretty cool. So just like Maple's skirt, you can actually just display them without. Let's do that real quick. So you can take the skirt off and then display her with just the bikini along with Sally. Although I do like the shorts. That's very interesting that these are essentially like safe for work cast-off figures. I like that a lot. Get Sally's legs back on here real quick. So these went from good figures to fantastic figures because you have a lot of options for how you want to display them. There we go. And then when you put them together, they look great. Let's get them both. If I can manage to balance them on one hand without dropping them. And then get this to focus. There we go. So that's them basically fully cast off. Which I actually like that. I like the way that looks. I like having the option, so I will probably actually change that up, and sometimes maybe because it's winter I'll put all the clothes back on, the skirt and the shorts and everything, but then when it's summer again I'll take it off. I don't know. That's really nice. That's a nice touch. I would love to see more safe for work cast off figures like that, especially with like swimsuit figures. Provide extra bits that you can optionally display. I actually did not know that was a thing with these figures. This is a total surprise to me. Oh well. I think this video has gone on long enough. I believe that is everything that I needed to unbox. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully it didn't drag on too long, but I would definitely recommend getting these. That thing is going to be some work. Nendoroids are always good. This prize figure, if you like BOFURI, get this. Get that. The Corful. Who makes it? It's who actually produces it? Is the company Corful? I think the company might be Corful. It's also Katakawa. I think. Or that might just be the licensing for the anime. I don't know. I'm still kind of learning this stuff. There's a lot of different companies to go on, but I think we'll end it here. We're at almost 45 minutes, so hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you recently subscribed, thank you so much. And like and comment. Let me know what you think about these figures. Let me know what you think about, the safe for work cast off thing. I think it's fantastic and I want to see more of it, but some people might not be interested. So in any case, hopefully see you guys in the next video. Bye.